At a day of fiction discourse, this person decided to use Gemini to argue against adult content featuring young anime girls. Nice of you to use Gemini because I use Gemini too these days. Yes, adult anime content featuring young characters is strictly illegal in about 30 to 45 countries. How many countries are there in this world? 190, 195. So at most, that's about 15 to 23% of the countries around the world that think adult anime content featuring young characters is illegal. And the rest of the 77 to 85% cares for real children, not fictional ones. Thank the lords for that. Gemini cited the whole Middle East, which is stupid because they ban adult content in general, not just the ones that have an anime style. My country, Indonesia, does that too. They are about as religious and moralistic as you can get. Supposedly. And those countries have way more issues than 18 plus content, I can assure you of that. And then there's the Commonwealth, Canada, UK, Australia, and New Zealand. These countries are an absolute joke for not just the restriction of adult content, but also for freedom of expression. Europe is there, same thing, and as for Asia, you have South Korea and Singapore. They also have issues with free expression. Do you know what you don't see there? America and Japan. Those two countries are pretty major in this discourse, and they do not consider sexual content featuring young anime girls as illegal. Also, even in the countries that make them illegal, they are generally not enforced. Here in Indonesia, adult content is technically illegal, but the police couldn't be bothered arresting people for it because 1, it's a waste of taxpayer money, 2, that would mean they have to arrest themselves, and 3, even if the popos are all squeaky clean, they wouldn't act on any perceived crime unless the case genuinely bothers people. That usually happens if it goes viral, like that time Bonnie Blue came to Bali and quite literally advertising prostitution of herself, where she got away with it with a fine for that, because I guess most of the fine got to servicing the cops. Let's just say that the famous NWA song also applies here. Bottom line, if the AI is smarter than you at making the arguments, you already lost.